Hold up, before we start, will you promise me we will move forward in honesty? They say it's the best policy, and that's a solid philosophy. But it's rooted in the gospel, see? And the God of truth is who we're following. I won't lie to you and you don't lie to me. That's the way it's gotta be. Honestly, as God's people, we are just not honest enough. And I think it's because we just wanna be loved. And if people knew the truth, they would probably judge. We're scared of becoming the topic of gossip and stuff. And that's when we start hiding our stuff, putting up the godliest front. And oddly enough, we want everybody else to be honest with us. But when it's our turn, ain't nothing we trying to discuss. Cause we feel like we ain't got nobody to trust. But that logic is demonic and toxic for us. So when we're struggling within, we're not in a rush to bring it to light. Then we think that it's right to hide in our lust. Trying to be all private and stuff, holding on to our sin. We will not give it up. But you can either be honest in the front, or you can keep it bubbling beneath the surface, eventually watch it erupt.
Here we are, in the dilemma of morals, but we try to take the lie, even though that's not what he wants for us. Right now is that time to figure out and decide who you wanna be.
Hold up, before we start, will you promise me we will move forward in honesty? They say it's the best policy, and that's a solid philosophy. But it's rooted in the gospel, see? And the God of truth is who we're following. I won't lie to you and you don't lie to me. That's the way it's gotta be. Honestly, time for God's people to be more honest than ever. We always act like we good and we got it together. Like if you got it together, that's when God's gonna bless you. But that isn't in the Bible, so stop with the extra. Making people start to fake and I'm not with the pressure. We seem to have a problem putting it all in the dresser. God's people acting like they are on an endeavor to make everybody think they're more polished than ever. But in reality, we need to be walking together. We're all sick with sin and we're trying to get better. I got a vendetta, I'm ready to chop in and sever. The notion that a facade is a better option to get you where you wanna be. Like if you're popping it better, then God is pleased. Do not be deceived, it's a possible setup. And you gotta remember Proverbs 12:19. A lie is for a moment, but the truth of God is forever.
Here we are, in the dilemma of morals, but we try to take the lie, even though that's not what he wants for us. Right now is that time to figure out and decide who you wanna be.
Hold up, before we start, will you promise me we will move forward in honesty? They say it's the best policy, and that's a solid philosophy. But it's rooted in the gospel, see? And the God of truth is who we're following. I won't lie to you and you don't lie to me. That's the way it's gotta be, honestly.